Morning, welcome to class. My name's Camilla. We're at the cabin here today. It's a beautiful autumn morning, and today we'll have a short flow focusing on waking up the body and really listening to our body, so respecting our limits, where we're at today, and just exploring what space we can find in the body in the next few moments. We have the chickens out and about, so you might hear some chickens, might hear some roosters. I feel like I don't even hear them anymore, but I hear them all the time. It kind of doesn't register anymore. But you may hear some very loud roosters, so just be aware of that. So we'll start today's class in child's pose. Knees are wide apart, toes are touching, reaching forward and letting your head sink down onto the mat. Pressing your hands onto the mat, sinking back into your heels, and just feeling how you are in this moment. Maybe your hips feel very tight, and that's okay, that's why we're here. So just accepting where you are right now. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Deep belly breaths. Feeling your stomach expand as you inhale, dropping towards the mat. And contract as you exhale. Taking a few moments in silence here just to connect with your breathing. So whenever you remember in today's class, bringing your focus back to your breath. The goal of today is not any particular pose. The goal is to breathe. And slowly coming up to all fours, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, pressing through your hands, and we'll come into a round of cat-cow. So dropping your belly, lifting up through your chest and your head to the sky. Exhaling, navel to spine, rounding through your back. Inhaling into cow. Exhaling cat. Push the mat away, spreading through your shoulder blades. And then finding your own rhythm here. Linking each movement to your breath. If you want, you can add in a bit of extra movement, moving through the hips. Anything that feels good in the body. Maybe coming back into child's pose as you move. Or maybe just continuing with your straight up and down cat-cow. Meeting in center. Lifting your right hand up to the sky. Threading the needle, right hand comes under the left elbow, dropping your head to the mat. Your left arm can either on fingertips walk in front of you, or you can wrap the pose, bringing your left hand behind you, tucking your left hand somewhere on your lower back or in your hip crease, opening up through the chest. Weight is even across both knees. One more breath. Very good. Unwinding. So left hand pressing on the mat. Right hand lifting to the sky. Right hand drops. And we're switching side. Left hand reaches. Threading the needle. Right hand either forward ahead of your face or wrapping the pose. Drawing your attention inwards. Release right hand, pressing into the mat, lifting left hand up to the sky, and then meeting again in all fours. One cat-cow to reset. Inhaling cow, exhale, push away. Back to center, and from here tucking your toes under, slowly pushing back, downward facing dog. You can have a deep bend in your knees, opening through the shoulders, making sure you're planting your hands on the mat. Hands are shoulder width, feet are hip width, long straight spine. And as we get warm today in today's class, you can start to lower your heels to the mat. So they never have to touch, so we're just respecting where you are at, but the focus here is a long straight spine rather than really cranking the heels down to the mat. Bending your right knee, extending through your left foot. And then switching side, slowly walking your dog. Coming to rest, both heels pushing towards the mat. And then small steps all the way to the front of your mat. Releasing your head, holding on to opposite elbows, ragdoll. Weight is forward in your toes. Some yeses with your head. Some no's. Release your hands and slowly rolling up to standing, opening through your chest, head comes last. Mountain pose, closing your eyes, opening through your palms, your chest, engaging through your kneecaps. And just noticing the energy moving through the body. Bringing your hands to your heart and either staying at hip width apart or bringing big toes together. We'll begin with one sun salutations. Inhale, hands raise overhead. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins or to the mat, long straight spine. Exhale, hands to the mat, stepping back into plank. Knees or toes, chaturanga, elbows in. Inhale over the toes, upward facing dog, opening through the chest, shining up to the sky, pulling back, downward facing dog. Looking to the front of your mat, stepping to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, hands to heart. And we'll make our way back to downward facing dog. So inhale, hands reach. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, stepping or jumping back, chaturanga. Up dog, downward facing dog. From here, lifting your right leg to the sky, bending your knees and stacking your hips, opening through the right hip. Your right foot is near your right glute. And from here, big step, front of the mat. And we'll have open up through the hips. So bending and straightening, so coming almost into a half split here, half split variation, or a half pyramid variation. Bending through the knee into our lunge, extending through the leg, half split variation. And we have some quite loud visitors. And then from here, bring your right hand to the inside of your right foot, planting your left foot at almost a 90-degree angle, but a little bit in. And then from here, opening up, side angle. If your shoulder is really closing towards the mat, you can come up with your elbow on your thigh. But wherever you are, opening through the chest, expanding up to the sky, remembering your breath, reaching hand overhead, extended side angle, sending your breath to your right hip, and then engaging your core, get light on those bottom fingers, and reaching both hands now like you're holding a big beach ball, opening through your chest, maybe smiling in the lips, see if that can help. And then coming all the way up, dropping your back hand to your back leg, reversed warrior, bending through the front knee, extending through the front knee, reverse triangle, reach and extend, and then reaching forward all the way to the front of your mat, finding triangle pose, dropping the right arm somewhere on your leg, maybe even catching the toe, the big toe, opening up to the sky or looking down at your foot. And then looking a foot in front of your foot, bending your front knee, stepping up half moon. You're on tented fingers. Hand can be on your hip or reaching to the sky, flexing your back foot really strong, pushing through your left leg, engaging, opening through the hip. Stepping back smoothly, warrior two, bending through the front knee, opening through the chest. Your gaze, your drishti is over your middle finger on your right hand. And then hands to the mat, stepping back down, facing dog. And let's add a flow to reset, rippling forward into plank, lowering down, upward facing dog, over the toes, pulling back. Left side, lifting left leg, bending your knee, opening through your hip. And then big step in front of your mat with your left foot. Bending and straightening through your knee, lunge to our half split variation. Closing your eyes here, that's going to help you focus. Going inward. Feeling your breath, helping you open up through the body. Coming to rest here in our lunge, planting through the back foot a bit more in the 90 degrees, left hand by your left foot, and then opening up, side angle. Getting light on those left fingers, engaging your core, reaching your right hand overhead, and then we're coming up, holding our big beach ball. Seeing if you can relax in the face, finding a balance here between effort and ease. Maybe it's a bit more on the effort side with this pose. We're trying to breathe steadily and then coming all the way up. Reverse warrior, bending through your left knee. And then, thank goodness, extending through the front leg, reverse triangle, reaching and finding triangle on the left side. And as the poses get more challenging, we can tend to really hold our breath. So gently guiding your focus back to your breath when you catch yourself really holding it. Looking down, your hand 1 foot in front of your left foot. Whoa, what is this? Half moon. Flexing through your right leg, opening through that hip, reaching your hand to the sky or keeping your hand on your body. Pushing through the back foot. And gaze is either down at your hand or fully revolved up to the sky. And then from here, big step back. Gently into warrior 2, opening up through the hip, through the chest. Windmilling your hands to the mat, stepping back into downward facing dog. And then from here, dropping your knees, finding child's pose, reaching forward. Walking up from here, sitting back on your bottom and bringing your feet out in front of you. Finding a seated staff pose, sitting on your sit bones, lengthening through your spine, pushing your tailbone down to the ground. Hands reach, and then seated forward fold, grabbing onto somewhere on your legs, maybe your shins, ankles, calves, your feet, your toes, extending through the spine. And then not forcing anything, but allowing your spine to round. And just letting time and gravity work here. Using your breath to see how deeply you can fold here. And as we slow down the poses, our mind can get a bit faster. So if you find yourself thinking about what's to come or something that's already happened, gently guide your mind back to your mat, to this moment, to this very breath. And just observing now that we've been holding the pose a little while, can you sink any further deeper? Slowly coming back up, scooching your bottom towards the back of the mat and coming to lie down, hugging your knees into your chest, closing your eyes. From here, figure 4, flexing through the right foot, bringing it onto the top of your left thigh and either reaching through under the thigh or all the way over the shin of the left foot, really pushing out through the right knee. Deep hip stretch here. Very good. Releasing and then switching sides. So left foot flexes, catching somewhere on your right leg, calf or thigh. And if it feels very intense, try to use your breath to breathe through the intensity and just observe if it stays just as intense or maybe it dissipates at some point. Releasing that, bringing your right knee into your chest, extending through your left leg, supine twist. So right knee comes over to the left, right arm extends to the right, turning your head to your right hand. And if you find that your right shoulder is popping up, but your right knee is fully on the mat, see if you can focus on actually bringing your right shoulder down first, and then as we open up into the pose, that right knee can come lower and lower down. Slowly back to center, switching legs, left knee in, right leg extends. Left knee over to right side, extending through your left arm, turning your head, closing your eyes. Back to center, bringing both knees in, coming to happy baby, reaching through the insides of the knees, the outsides of the feet, lowering your tailbone down towards the mat. And you can hold on to ankles here, big toes, outsides of the feet. Taking the deepest breath you've taken all day. Slowing down, allowing your body to rest. And from here, slowly releasing down into Shavasana, hands away from the body, feet turning out, shoulder blades together, opening through the chest, closing your eyes, and feeling heavy, sinking deep into the mat. And if you have more time, you can stay here. If not, slowly bring some movement back into your body, fingers, toes, ankles, wrists. Extending your hands overhead, giving your body a big stretch, making yourself long. Bringing your knees into your chest. Rolling over to one side. Staying here for a few breaths. And then making your way up to seated on your mat. Hands on your knees. Bringing your hands to heart center, bowing through your head. Namaste. Thanks for joining me this morning. See you again in the next class, and have a beautiful rest of your day